Final blow. Miami's developer machine and its political architect. The report. Behind closed doors, the mega developer machine quietly powering Eileen Higgins' mayoral fundraiser fits perfectly into this power puzzle. On the surface, the invitation to Eileen Higgins' grand fundraiser for Miami Mayor is just another event, an expensive venue, attractive graphics, standard support for the city, language, and a list of hosts everyone recognizes from the real estate world. But, according to sources cited in the article, 3 Republican figures with long histories tied to the development establishment are quietly pulling the strings behind the scenes. Former Hialeah Mayor Carlos Hernández, former Miami Commissioner Joe Carollo, and Coral Gables Mayor Vince Lago. They don't appear on the invitation, but they are described as the silent engines of the event, the ones calling, pressuring, and lining up checkbooks to crown Higgins and stop Emilio González, seen as a direct threat to their plans. This fundraiser is described by insiders themselves as the mega developer event of the election. Many of the hosts have direct interests in redevelopments, rezoning, and land use expansions that residents have been rejecting for years, from Morningside and the Upper East Side to other neighborhoods tired of the encroachment of density. There are even hosts linked to attempts to increase density citywide that voters already rejected at the polls, and which are now being revived through the back door. A Morningside resident summed it up bluntly. The same group of neighborhood association leaders who work for large firms like Integra and Adler have been pushing a right-of-way construction plan that affects properties, trees, drainage, and environmental protection, and at the same time, those same circles are organizing the big fundraiser for Higgins. The machine pushing aggressive construction on residents is the same machine pushing the candidate they want for mayor. It's not a coincidence, it's the whole script. And to top it all off, one of the supposed Republicans involved, Joe Carollo, even goes so far as to say he ran so that son of a bitch wouldn't become mayor, but now he's working behind the scenes to prevent Emilio González from taking office and ordering a thorough audit that could expose years of chaos and multi-million-dollar judgments paid by taxpayers. The same goes for Hernández, who carries a trail of ethical controversies, and for Lago, a longtime ally of major developers in Coral Gables. The article itself quotes this bluntly. These guys aren't driven by ideology, they're driven by zoning, density, and contracts. When the development industry calls the shots, the Republicans cross the aisle and work for the progressive Democrat without the slightest shame. Now put this picture together with Christian Ulvert's. Ulvert raises millions in PACs funded by the same developers, lobbyists, and contractors who make a living off county decisions. He uses those PACs to prop up Levine Cava, Eileen Higgins, and Danielle Cohen Higgins, while his company, Edge, bills itself millions for consulting. And, to top it all off, there are Republican candidates who hire him as campaign manager, handing over their narrative and structure to a professional Democrat who makes a living precisely from protecting that blue developer machine. On one side, you have Higgins's mega fundraiser developer, driven by Renos like Carollo, Hernández, and Lago. On the other, Ulvert's PAC machine, fueled by the same ecosystem of money from contracts, rezoning, UDBs, sham, affordable housing, and FPL-style gifts, which originates in Levine Cava's office and trickles down to the campaigns of his favored commissioners. That, in essence, is the real power behind Miami-Dade and what they intend to do to Miami. A city transformed into a business chessboard where the party is just window dressing, ideology is marketing, and the only sacred thing is the flow of money from concrete. While the Republican base works tirelessly paying taxes and defending values of family, property, and law and order, their supposed representatives grovel before the same developer cartel that finances the queen of DDA and establishment candidate, Eileen Higgins. In other words, Miami isn't at risk of becoming Democratic or Republican. Miami is at risk of becoming a complete fiefdom of the development machine, with consultants like Ulvert collecting the toll, Renos handing out the flags, and residents reduced to mere spectators of a pre-written script amidst cranes, PACs, and 5-figure checks.